Vanakkam. Welcome to 15 minutes of beginner yoga flow. Welcome to this beautiful part of this world where I will help you to go for 15 minutes of asana practice along with me. This is for beginners. All you need is your yoga mat. You don't really need anything more. Maybe if you like to have some blocks, you're welcome to go for that. Coming to the head of the mat, bringing our hands in prayer position in front of our heart, setting an intention for the practice, inhaling as long and deep as possible, and we chant one Om. Keep your breathing. Let the intention sit in your heart. You have intended to spend 15 minutes to your health today, and that is a beautiful place to start, my friend. Yoga as a 75 minutes concept is new, so we are going to have this 15 minutes flow. We start at Tadasana, hands open, palms facing out, shoulders relaxed, legs to the width of your hips. I'm going to gently start warming up your shoulders, front to back, back to front for 3, interlocking the fingers, rotating your wrist from your strong hand to your weak hand and your weak hand to your strong hand. You're going to make a wave from your strong hand to your weak hand and your weak hand to your strong hand. Yoga is being in the now, and that happens with a lot of warm-up. Interlocking the fingers, palms facing up, inhale, chin up, keep the palms up, chin comes down, hand comes down. One more, it's coming up, gently looking up, chin comes down and hand comes down. I'm going to gently warm up my neck by rotating my neck 3 times clockwise. Take your own time, and 3 times anti-clockwise. I'm enjoying this nature that is possible for me. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, flex forward. I'm planning to warming up my hamstring by bending my knee. For some of us, bringing the fingers on the mat is not possible. Just keep the palms down. As you can see, I'm also bending my knee to warm up my hamstring and my hips a bit more. And we are going to do this 3 times. If your fingers are not touching the mat, hold your opposite elbow. Inhale, head up. If you have a possibility to bring your hands behind your shin bones, you are welcome to do. Otherwise, as you can see, as a beginner, you just hold your opposite elbow and enjoying the opening of our lumbar back, my friend. And then we micro bend our knees, come up, inhale, arms up. One more time, second time, I bend my knee to warm up my knees, warm up my hips. 3, bend my knees, front, back, front, back, front. Inhale, halfway head up, exhale, head down. Enjoying warming up my hamstring after a day of sitting at the desk. This is a beautiful way of opening our hips, opening our hamstring. And we go for the third time. Inhale, arms up, exhale, flex forward, bend your knees, straight your leg, bend your knees, straight your leg. 2 and 1. And then we are going to walk our hands, walk our legs, and we come to stability. I always showing here how a beginner can have this process. Inhale, arms up, exhale. One more, inhale, arms up, Exhale, flex forward. I'm sending my right leg as much back as possible, dropping my back knee. And you can see my front knee is on top of my ankle. I'm coming up using my palm gently, pushing my hips forward, my pelvis forward. The initial um, times I was just hopping so that now in stability I get a beautiful maximum stretch of my psoas. 3, 2, and 1. Tucking the back toe. I bring this leg forward. This is what we call half sun salutation because it's a short practice. We don't need so much warm up. This allows us to focus on our psoas and all the hamstring. And I went for the other side. Initially, go for few rounds of gentle hip movement, and then you arrive into the stability for 3, 2. Ensure that your hips are lower than your knees and knees on top of your ankle. And you can see I try to keep my spine as straight as possible. My toes are tucked out. Now I tuck my back toe, lift my back knee, come for standing forward bend. I'm walking my hands to the both sides to have more lumbar spine opening. If this was not available, go using your opposite elbow. Hands up, exhale, inhale, hands up. You can see I grab my opposite wrist and I go to one side to open my obliques and to the other side. Now you can see I'm going to close my legs first, and then I'm going to bring my right foot to the back of my left foot so that there is a twist at the waistline, and then I'm going for opening my right side, coming to center, change of leg, change of wrist. It's a beautiful way to open our side body for 3, 2, and 1. You're always welcome to go for longer holds as this has more beauty. Inhale, and we going to go for a gentle flow, bringing warriors and high lunge. We are in downward facing dog. Walk your dog, beautiful way to open our hamstring, open our back muscles. 3, 2. I keep my Mula Bandha engaged. If you don't have to bend your knees to walk your dogs, go for the stable position, whatever is available for us. For 2 more, you're always welcome to go on your toes if that is where your practice is today. Enjoying the practice as it happens, my friend. Yoga is enjoying the practice, enjoying the now. Lifting your right leg to the sky for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swinging my right leg between my hands. Back leg goes 45 degree. Pushing my hips forward. My front knee goes as much 90 degree. Since this is a beginner practice, I'm not going for precision. I'm only going for my flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now I am walking my palms towards my feet. I have a possibility to bring my full palm under my feet and I drop my head. If that is not available for you, you are welcome to grab your big toes using your fingers and fall forward. If that is also not available, grab your opposite elbow. You are going to do this 2-3 times as you will see. Exhale, head down. Opening our hamstring is the practice. The practice after a hard day of sitting at your desk. This is to open your hamstring. Walk your palms away from you, going back into downward facing dog, and I lift my left leg up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swing the left leg between our hands. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. My back foot is 45 degree. My hips facing forward. Hand comes up. beautiful warrior one. Hand comes down, leg goes back. I'm dropping my knee, chest, chin into Ashtanga Namaskar. I'm sliding myself into a cobra. Tuck your back toe, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. I'm walking my palms again towards my foot. Maybe this time you have a possibility to bring your hands under your palms under your toes. If that is not there, you can either hold your big toes or grab your opposite elbow and stay there to enjoy this hamstring pull to open your spine. Exhale, head up, walk your hands away from you to go into warrior two. One more time. This time I lift my right leg and I stack my right hip on top of my left glutes, and I'm looking under my right armpit for 3, 2, and 1. Swing my leg between my hands. Back leg stays on toes. You can see we are in high lunge. Front knee is on top of my ankle. Back heel is on top of my toes. 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down. Leg goes back. Knee, chest, chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. You can see my elbows are facing back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Preparing for the other side. Lift the left leg, bend your knees, stack your hips, and looking under your armpit for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge on the other side. Check the integrality of your legs. 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down, leg goes back into first plank, and then knee, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One more time. Right leg goes up to the sky for 3, 2, and 1. Swinging my right leg. First, I arrive into warrior 1, and then I open my hips. My navel is basically facing towards the long edge of the mat. Back leg is straight, front leg is 90-degree, and I go for knee, chest, chin to go for the other side, warrior 2. Inhale, left leg goes to the sky first. Swing your leg between your hands. First, warrior 1, and then I open into warrior 2 for 3. My hands are bit more higher. I have to correct it next time. Hand comes back, leg comes back, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here I'm dropping my knees, pushing my hips back. Child pose, my friend. This is a simple practice after a beautiful day at work to straighten your spine, to open your hamstring. I'm going to go for warrior sitting cat pose. If this is not possible, come out of the sitting and go for gentle sitting pose. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin comes down. I go to the right side to open my obliques, center, left side to open my obliques, and then I interlock, release my hands. I go for one more sitting cat or camel. In Virasana, I'm opening my back muscles. Inhale, hand comes up. Inhale, looking up, side to side to open my obliques. And then this time I'm going to interlock my fingers to the back, and I try to go for child pose with an intention to open my heart and to gently work on my shoulders. Now when I finished it, coming out, I'm walking back into all four. From all four, I go into downward facing dog. Right leg goes to the sky. and I arrive into warrior 2. From warrior 2, I go for sumo squat. Ensure that my knee is on top of my ankle, my hands are gently come out, or goddess pose, hands in prayer position, and I go for skandasana on one side. This I'm using without my hands. You're always welcome to go using your hands. And I go for skandasana through transitioning through a goddess on the other side. From goddess, I'm going to transition one more time from skandasana to goddess one last time. Hand comes down, and then I bring my legs to the level of my hips. I drop my glutes in for malasana, Indian squat, the final hip. In this way, we have worked on every part of our body, my friend, our hips, our back, and from here I go into Paschimottanasana, sitting forward bend. Today, since this is a very simple practice, we don't have time to do inversions. This is already a beautiful inversion. Enjoying one last stretch of your hamstring, one last stretch of your spine. 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes back, fingers facing out. Bend the knees to the width of your mat. Lift your hips up. Drop your head back into tabletop position for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hips down. Releasing your hands. Coming into sitting Shavasana. Keeping your hands in prayer position in front of our heart, relaxing your body, relaxing your mind, thanking yourself for taking time for yourself. Thank you, my friends. This is my humble offering for your after a hard day work. Please subscribe and follow us. See you soon. Namaste.